Good morning to everyone in the committee, and thank you for this opportunity to speak. I'm Dr. Priyanka Wali. I'm a practicing physician from California who specializes in obesity medicine. I have treated thousands of patients who suffer from obesity and obesity-related complications such as diabetes and metabolic syndrome. I work on the front lines, and I use nutritional plans as a therapeutic tool for my practice every day. I'm here because I'm very concerned that the current nutritional guidelines do not reflect the current health status of our nation. You know, if laughter was the best medicine, then the nutritional guidelines are best practice because they're a joke that's fallen flat. And I believe that's because the committee has forgotten the #1 rule when it comes to joke writing: know your audience. Well, let me tell you about your audience. 1 in 5 Americans has diabetes. 1 in 3 has pre-diabetes. This is a disease that will kill you slowly by eating away at your brain, your vision, your vital organs. We suspect that 50% of Americans right now have pre-diabetes. They just don't even know it. These are diseases caused by high insulin levels, which is caused by eating carbohydrates. And it doesn't matter if it comes from whole grain or cane sugar or 100% fruit juice. A carb is a carb is a carb.
Number of units of insulin they had to inject themselves with before and after going on the plant-based diet. Overall, insulin requirements were cut about 60%. Half were able to get off insulin altogether, despite no change in weight. So was this after 5 years or 7 months, like in the other studies I showed? No, 16 days. So we're talking diabetics who've had diabetes as long as 20 years, injecting 20 units of insulin a day, then as few as 13 days later, they're off insulin altogether, thanks to less than 2 weeks on a plant-based diet. Patient 15, 32 units of insulin on the control diet, and then 18 days later on none. Lower blood sugars on 32 units less insulin. That's the power of plants.
Good morning. I'm Casey Gallimore, Director of Regulatory and Scientific Affairs at the North American Meat Institute, whose members produce the vast majority of beef, pork, lamb, and poultry in the United States. Consumer health and safety are the driving forces in the production of meat and poultry products. Our industry is committed to offering nutrient-dense protein food products while working continuously to produce safe and wholesome food.
When researchers at the Emerging Pathogens Institute recently ranked foodborne pathogens to figure out which was the worst, #1 on their list was Salmonella, ranked the food poisoning bacteria with the greatest public health burden in our country, the leading cause of food poisoning-related hospitalization, and the #1 cause of food poisoning-related death.